Hi, my name is Ron with ClassicBugParts.com. We make upgrades for the classic Volkswagens from 1958 to 1979. And this video is going to show you how to install our kit number 1 Accelerator SpeedWheel on the 58 to 1966 Classic Bugs. And first of all, if you'll come a little closer, I'll show you what we're going to deal with. The first thing you want to do is you want to get into the clutch pedal area, and you want to disengage the accelerator pedal from the roller wheel that's already there. Now this is going to be the factory unit. They use what they call a Z-bar linkage. It looks just like a Z-bar, and it's held in place by a small springs. Now once you take that out, you can let the pedal fall back if it's going to come back to a certain area. Then you want to go ahead and take the cluster out of the car. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the control rod out of the first off from the master cylinder, take it out of there. It's held in place with another pin and a loop over the top. Then you're going to go back to the engine in the very back, and you're just going to take the accelerator cable off, and let it kind of just lay there. Take the barrel nut apart and allow the cable to come slide forward and settle onto the side. You're going to jack the car up, and you're going to take the nut off the transmission in the very back, and so that way it's loose and can be moved. You're going to go ahead and take the two mounting bolts off, and now you can wiggle the cluster out of the car and then take it over to the bench, and then you can install some of the components we're going to be talking about. First thing you want to do is that you're going to have a pin in here with a roller wheel. You want to pop the pin out. It's going to come out toward the clutch shaft side, and then you want to clean the surface area out inside so the new pin will fit snugly and bottom itself inside the cluster. You want to clean the gully out so that the gully, there'll be no movement in there from debris that's been sitting there for a long time. And then once you do that, you're going to install what's provided. It's a double arm reinforced roller wheel, and using with a Delron ball. Now you're going to use the big end on the very back, and then you're going to shove the pin in and then find the home for it. Now I'm doing this a little bit from the back side, but I've got it in. And now you're going to use the E-clip right here, which will go ahead and hold the pin in place while we're moving the cluster around. Now when it's in the car, the tunnel, which comes this way, will hold the pin in too, so you have two areas to support the pin. Now before you come back and try to install the cluster back into the car, what you want to do is you want to change the pedal assembly here. And what you're going to do is that you're going to take a pair of wire cutters, and there's a spring, at least it should be, a spring that's holding this pedal in place, and you want to cut that spring off and pull it out so it's not around the shaft. And then now you can take this pin shaft out, and now you've got your pedal and the pin are out of the car. Then you can take the pedal cluster that you've already taken out, and now you can come back and reinstall the pedal cluster back into the car. It's just the reverse is what we've talked about. Putting the master cylinder control arm, attaching your clutch, and your accelerator cable is still setting there. Then you can actually go ahead and put the accelerator cable in if you like. It's got a position right here. You can go to the very back, put a barrel nut, tighten it up, and then you're set for that, or you can wait. You can install first of all the new pedal assembly, and by the way, it's a little bit taller. You'll notice that we've come out with about 1 inch taller, so you got a little more leverage, a little bit more control. And you'll now install it into the same hinge that's on your floor pan, and you're going to go ahead and use the nylon nut to go ahead and hold that into position. And since it's nylon, you don't have to sit there and compress real tight. You just have to really just kind of snug it. It has a spring here, which now you'll proceed to go ahead and attach the spring. We've got a little yellow mark on the inside over here. You can use a pair of needle nose pliers, spend a little time, put the spring back on, so that way the pedal is attached to the arm that we have supplied with the Delron ball, and then you can put your pedal pad into position. As we mentioned, you should have already gone ahead and tightened your accelerator. If you haven't done that, it's a good time to do that. Put the new side, which we're using a S-link cable, which is on 67 to 79. We're not using the round cable. And we're provided with a cut-to-length cable assembly right here, and you'll have two options. You'll have the round hook and you'll have the S-link. You want to cut the round hook off, feed it through the tunnel, and then attach this to the wheel itself. And then once it is, then you want to go to the back and feed it through the barrel nut, tighten your barrel nut down, and then cut the excess off, leaving a little bit of excess for room on that side. Now you're ready to go ahead and drive your automobile. You'll get a chance to see how wonderful that is. It's friction-free, totally different than what's in the car. It eliminates the wobble from the roller balls, and it also eliminates the outdated Z-bar linkage. That gives you an idea of how to go ahead and install our Accelerator SpeedWheel Kit number 1 for 58 to 66. We thank you so very much for visiting our website, for watching the video. I ask you to please to come back again. Thank you.